Now the Greek title for this book, which is Deuteronomy, Deuteronomos, a second law, repetition of the law. And that name derives from the fact that the bulk of the book contains this legal core of material which reviews the law. In chapters 27, we have a covenant renewal ceremony. It takes place at a mountain near Shechem after the Israelites have crossed the Jordan. It describes the ceremony that will take place, after they have crossed the Jordan. And from ancient Greece, we know that in the ancient world, settlers who would colonize a place, particularly if they colonized a place at divine instigation, they would perform certain ceremonies that would be accompanied by blessings and accompanied by curses. They would write the laws on stone pillars, they would erect an altar for sacrifices, they would proclaim blessings and curses for those who obey and disobey. Very similar to what happens in chapter 27. All of these elements appear in chapter 27. Chapter 28 lists the material rewards that will accrue to Israel if she is faithful to God's law, and the punishments if she should disobey. And some of these are very creative. But the importance of the Deuteronomists' view of history, in which Israel's fate is totally conditioned on her obedience to the covenant, this is something that will occupy us repeatedly at a future date. I mention it here, but it's something we will need to come back to. The third speech of Moses is in chapters 29 and 30. This speech emphasizes the degree to which evil fortune is the responsibility of the community. Moses enumerates additional misfortunes and sufferings that will befall Israel if she sins. But he emphasizes the choice is Israel's. God has been clear regarding what's required, and it's not beyond Israel's reach to attain life and prosperity. She needs to only choose. And this is all set out in a speech in chapter 30. I'll read from verses 11 to 20. Surely this instruction, which I enjoin upon you this day, is not too baffling for you, nor is it beyond reach. It is not in the heavens that you should say, who among us can go up to the heavens and get it for us and impart it to us that we may observe it? Neither is it beyond the sea that you should say, who among us can cross to the other side of the sea and get it for us and impart it to us that we may observe it? No, the thing is very close to you. It's in your mouth and in your heart to observe it. See, I set before you this day life and prosperity, death and adversity. For I command you this day to love the Lord your God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, his laws, and his rules, that you may thrive and increase, and that the Lord your God may bless you in the land that you are about to enter and possess. Listen to the cadences of this kind of language in Deuteronomy. We haven't heard language like this before, but it's what people often think of when they think of biblical language. It starts here in Deuteronomy. But if your heart turns away and you give no heed and are lured into the worship and the service of other gods, I declare to you this day that you shall certainly perish. You shall not long endure on the soil that you are crossing the Jordan to enter and possess. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day. I have put before you life and death, blessing and curse. Choose life, if you and your offspring would live, by loving the Lord your God, heeding his commandments, and holding fast to him. For thereby you shall have life and shall long endure upon the soil that the Lord your God swore to your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give to them. So all has been given, right? It's simply Israel's choice to take it or not.